Hey everyone, bringing back news of the week. News of the week. I probably had to change the picture. Hold on for a second. Had to change the picture because I think Facebook copyrighted me because I had a drawing of me on Facebook, so that if I don't want to watch out for. I had to my video might get banned, so that's why I switched to this picture because it won't get banned. The video won't get banned. So news of the week. Back with the news of the week. I had did news of the week long time ago. I don't know how long, but it's been a while since I did news of the week. I think 2017 was the last time I did news of the week, or 16. It was episode 1. I think I remember talking about R. Kelly, Usher. I'm back with it. And some of the two news I'll get into is here's the topics. There's Power Ranger, the Power Ranger reunion, and then there's the death of Jerry Lee Lewis and the death of Leslie Jordan. I'll give you my thoughts. My thoughts on the death of Jerry Lee Lewis. His music was okay. I didn't really dive into his music, but I heard he married his 15-year-old cousin. So like, you know, some of the great artists, some of the greats have that are out that have been great in music or been great in anything, have like some kind of pedophilia or have some kind of controversy to him. So I won't say rest in peace to Jerry Lewis, but you know, to the fans of Jerry Lewis, I'm sorry for your loss, but you know. And then there's Leslie Jordan, very funny guy, very funny guy, very funny guy. I really didn't watch Will and Grace really that much, but he was a very funny guy. Loved him. Rest in peace to him. Now to the Power Rangers reunion. Happy Power Rangers reunion. I might try to watch Power Rangers. I haven't watched Power Rangers in years, so I'm looking for a Power Ranger reunion. So basically, I probably should change this title, but that was the 3 news. This may be a short video, but those are 3 news. Nah, this ain't gonna be a short video. I'll say those are 3 news that I could think of. But now I could probably react. I could probably react to some news on that happened and do a video. I would do the video of the news. So I'm gonna screen share. Give my thoughts and reactions to it. The news.
Tonight, horrifying scenes in Seoul, with body after body carried away. At least 149 dead so far, crushed in what authorities describe as a stampede. Dozens are injured, some still in critical condition. Social media videos that may be distressing to some show people on the ground getting CPR, some of them in costumes. The area a blur of flashing lights and tears, body bags lining the streets.
The crush of people happened in the alleyway behind me here. It was quite crowded. This was the first Halloween celebration since COVID restrictions here in Seoul had been loosened. It's now a police scene, but occasionally family members are showing up stressed, looking for information about their loved ones.
It was supposed to be a night to celebrate Halloween. The narrow streets of the popular Itaewon district filled with an estimated 100,000 people. Witnesses say it was so packed they couldn't move and could barely breathe. Dozens of ambulances and emergency crews sprawled out. U.S. military personnel were seen taking up crowd control.
2시 40분 현재
A large number of people fell down, said this fire official, confirming nearly a third of the victims died in the street. The country's president appealed for disaster teams to work quickly to identify the dead. The bodies now being moved to a nearby gymnasium as families searching for loved ones await the devastating news.
And Janice joins us now. Janice, what are we learning about the victims?
Well, Jose, there still really isn't a system yet for identifying victims or people who are said to be missing because the situation is just still so overwhelming. Officials do tell us that there are 2 foreigners among the dead, but what's really devastating is that the majority of those who died tonight are said to be in their late teens or early 20s. Jose?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.
Can't even have fun no more. Rest in peace to those people. Yeah, what's this? Pelosi husband recover. Find a hammer attack. That's live.
What do you think is going to happen, Kevin O'Leary?
You know, I think what's lost in the narrative, particularly around detailing the legals, what's going to work, who's going to sue who, is why is he doing this in the first place? And I think there's a good reason. Tesla and SpaceX and all of his other initiatives pay $0 in advertising, nothing. The only car company on earth that size that pays nothing in advertising. How did he do it? He did it on the back of Twitter and other social media platforms. Very few people get to own their own unregulated network, which is what Twitter is. So, you know, barring the price, which obviously he's overpaying for, he has 100 million plus followers. Now,
But he had the 100 million plus followers, whether he owned the asset or not.
But he doesn't control the narrative there. He doesn't control the platform. And frankly, it is, you know, Iger himself said, we didn't buy this at Disney because it's just loaded with bots. And it's the slowest growing platform. It's the worst managed. It's a terrible company. I'm sorry to say that, but I use the platform too. And I look at all the metrics versus all the other ones, including TikTok and LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook. It's the worst in terms of getting your message out. Now, if he gets control of this thing at whatever price and fixes it and allows it to be a true narrative where every voice is heard, because I don't like this canceling this politician, canceling that politician, then it's a world platform. Then it's maybe worth it. But if he can't get the debt markets,
well, so that's the question. Does he get the debt markets? You hear Apollo, other folks who are going to put equity in. Obviously, at a company that was worth, what do you say? If he was buying at 44, what do you think? Unaffected, it's worth 15, 18.
The stock goes down to $15 if the deal falls apart, maybe 12. A takeout price for that company should be $20, $25. That makes sense. Now he's overpaying by about 40%. But if we don't get access, if he doesn't get access to the debt market, this deal ain't going to happen no matter what you want to litigate on, because you have to be able to finance the delta. He can't sell all of his Tesla stuff.
Yeah, how much is left though? I thought he had financing for.
Looks like he's
10 billion out of the 13
Yeah,
billion. The banks are on the line for a lot of that though.
he's $6 billion shy right now, and so maybe the better deal is to say, give me $6 billion and a haircut on it, and I'll close. You know, that's not too much of a haircut.
But is that for Twitter to say that? I mean, Twitter probably feels like they've got a stronger hand, whether you can come up with the financing or not. You signed the deal.
Right.
You gave away your.
Yeah, I heard all that, but between there and throwing him in jail is a long time.
I don't see anybody throwing him in jail.
But that's my point. I mean, if I'm him and I'm saying, look, this is getting frustrating, I can't negotiate something realistic, let's go the journey down through litigation. Let's go. And I know you've been saying, Andrew, the judge is favoring Twitter. You don't know what's going to happen in litigation. Poo-poo happens.
You don't know what's going to happen in litigation. I'm just saying, I think if you read the tea leaves of this judge thus far, and I think it's, by the way, Elon Musk's reading the same tea leaves. That's why we're back at 5420.
Yeah.
It's not in his favor. Now he can play this out for some period of time, and that obviously puts pressure on the Twitter board. There's no question in terms of the timing piece. But
well, I happen to have watched him forever, and I think this guy is, Teflon man. And he can obviously multitask. I'd bet on him on this deal. By the time all this stuff is over, I think he's going to have a good outcome.
Okay, so here's the question I have about Twitter. And you said, if you open up the platform, you get rid of the canceling, and I agree. Maybe you can do all this. The question is that really around the margins or not? The conundrum, if you talk to people inside Twitter, the conundrum about growing the Twitter base is actually very different than I think people fully appreciate, which is it relies on users to create their own content and to create their own content in text. You have to come up with a witty little comment, or you have to say something. It's actually much harder, by the way, than taking a picture or making a video on Instagram. To actually do it right and do it well, in terms of scaling the business, you need a lot of people who know how to write. True. No, that's actually how, unless you think you're going to change the model of what it is.
How many days, and I'll include myself in this narrative, how many days have you not put something else on Twitter, including you, Joe? Every one of us is using like the modern day Reuters, not just domestically, globally. There's so much information on there.
But that's the point, they're already doing that.
Okay, but
so where is the additional audience that's sitting around going, I can't do this?
Well, if you were, for example, to offer me $2.99 a month to just have a narrative with the global watch community, I'd pay you that.
I'd pay you if you were going to take it away from me.
Well,
$2.99, I need it.
Okay, so there is new ideas on how to monetize this thing that haven't been tried. That board on Twitter, many of them don't even have Twitter accounts. I mean, that should be.
What? Who doesn't have a Twitter account on that board?
Find any of those board members tweeting.
They better have some way.
Tweeting. I think some of them are not tweeting. Do I think that they have either burner or private accounts?
You should use your product if you're governing it, shouldn't you?
Agree.
I mean, come on. He needs to go in there and just get the whacking stick out and start from scratch.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.
Elon Musk on Twitter. Ball out Twitter. Let me see if there are any more news. Well, that's all I got. Little short video, 15 minutes, but that's the news of the week. Not much I got into, but just thought I'd do a little video, try it out. I wonder why I haven't did it in a long time because I'm not really good at it. But that's not news of the week, episode 2. So more videos to come. I'm going. what I got coming up. Tomorrow is I believe is a wrestling talk episode 7. So I got a lot to say with that one. So be prepared for that. That's on. I think it's on my YouTube channel. I don't know if it'll be on my Facebook. I'm not sure, but I made it out to be on my Facebook. It's just my YouTube channel. But I know it's gonna be on my YouTube channel. So right now I will be I will be on my I'm to play games right now. So I can put out some content for Geno Morgan TV channel. So I'm gonna play some games and share my gameplay on that channel. So catch me on there. Subscribe to Geno Morgan TV. And also if you're on Facebook, search Roman Reigns Appreciation Fan Group. That's my group that I created. Join if you can. Ask if you want to join. Post all your appreciation to Roman Reigns. So that's it. That's all I gotta say. That's the news of the week. I'm out.